Alright, it is time for the 8th and probably last day of Funkzone Axton. So, today is pretty much going to be spent just at OP10, trying to gather equipment and bully raid bosses. We're going to start out by doing a little bit of some binary farming. We might perform some devious methods, just to, get a couple kills under our belt rather quickly so that we can get some equipment to test out on other stuff. But that is where we will start. I've already looked at a couple of items that exist over here. We've got something called the Assimilator. It's a cool little looking shotgun from what I saw. There's a shield called the Infernal Wish, which adds more pellets to guns. We've got the Uncertainty Principle over here, which is a pearl, which hopefully can drop from binary. I don't know, we haven't seen it yet. And then we've got Baby Maker over here, the Gunnerang. We kind of want to test a max level version of that to see if that reload speed is worth anything. And pretty much just most of those. If we find anything else along the way too, we'll try to test that as well. If there's a way to get a better World Eater, that'd be cool. But the scaling in this mod isn't too extreme. It's actually really, really light. So we might still be able to get use out of it somehow. We'll just kind of have to see with that. But yeah, we're going to start by just farming out some amount of binary. And we might also play on controller today. I know it is not as fun for the rocket jumping, since I'm pretty much just having to deal with extra knockback that I wouldn't normally have, and so it just feels a little weird to use. But we had our fun on keyboard and mouse, and we will surely be using it again in the future on later runs. Alright, so jump over, throw down turrets to apply debuffs, hopefully. Remove Wotan. Or reflect kill ourselves with turrets. One of the two, whichever one happens first, really. And then, yeah, we're just going to be doing this. Looking for whatever pearl they dropped, and repeating. Also, he dropped Seraph Crystals at OP10, which is really weird. I don't think that's yeah, it's just weird. It's a new thing. Okay, we got a Carnage. It is only ×2. I do wonder if we can still get casual prefix. We probably could. So we'll have to see what this is like. We got a feedback loop. This thing is what I've been seeing on the loading screens without a barrel on it. I don't know if it's any good. We're gonna have to find out, probably. Another storm and a fire feedback loop. I guess I should also mention that we're probably gonna be going ahead and getting a melee setup at some point. So pretty much that'll just consist of getting a love thumper, like an OP10 one, and then just smacking a guy with that and seeing how much damage that's worth at OP10. Because why not? We've been relying on it for so long, might as well see what it's like almost at capacity. I know Love Thumper isn't the best melee shield, but it stays down the easiest, and so I like it. I really like it for that. But yeah, that will definitely be a thing. We just got a Goblin. So this can roll on pretty much any version of these, I guess. And yeah, I think it's just supposed to be like a baby ogre. So we could try to shoot this at some guys and see what it does. Okay, so we've already got tons of weapons we need to test. So we're gonna stop farming anything for a little while and just go kind of shoot dudes with them and see what they feel like. Okay, so we're probably very susceptible to that thing called dying. So we're gonna try to be a little cautious with how we do this. Go ahead and throw out a turret. Turret still just annihilates absolutely everything at this difficulty. Got it. Free Radical feels pretty good. I do have spawn multiplier on still, so 5 times the enemies are spawning right now, which honestly is really good for our testing. Yeah, this thing feels filthy. And also is just kind of hitting everything regardless of where I shoot it. So that's nice. Yeah, this is also partially due to the fact that we have reduced enemy scaling in this mod. So, you know, instead of that 4 times health, they have 2.6 times. So it's just gonna feel a little more casual overall. And with the reduced scaling, everything's not so exponential and crazy. So a lot of this is just gonna feel pretty much like a TVHM playthrough almost. Go ahead and test out the storm. That is filthy amounts of damage. Considering we don't really buff the storm directly too much. Like, we could be playing a sniper-based character or something that would really, like, help it along. Okay, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Carnage a little bit. Yeah. This is also... I feel like everything is just gonna feel kind of strong. Yeah, that's pretty much what this is feeling like. Okay. Well, if everything in mobbing is gonna feel good, that genuinely does just kind of leave behind the bossing to be done. So let's go to Terra, since he's a pretty big boy. And we can really test out our damages there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put on the B shield for that extra 75% gun damage. Since that's, you know, just free. Might as well do that all the time. Go ahead and throw out turrets. That's a nice little chunk on Terra. Okay, so Godfinger is disgusting. Let's try out the feedback loop. Oh, I have ×5 spawns. Well, he's got a health bar and it's kind of going down. I see. Yeah, let me go ahead and just reset so that we can properly test out our damage here and actually see the health bar move. Alright, feedback loop. Maybe turrets will wise up and be like, oh, there's a boss. Or they're just gonna be blind to the enemy. I see. Yeah, so this thing is kind of filthy, huh? And it gets more stacks every time you land a shot. Okay. Well, we know what this thing feels like now. Let's go ahead and use the butcher next. Alright, we'll throw those out. Hopefully one of them applies some slag really quick if it realizes he's there. That's not so bad. For it essentially being, like, vanilla, that's not too bad from the butcher here. Okay. Go ahead and swap it out for that Fire of Vengeance we got, just to kind of see what that thing's about. It's kind of just feels pretty solid, not necessarily an insane feeling gun, just kind of nice. Alright. I gotta try to use the saw bar at least a little bit. We're almost out of ammo for assault rifles, though. That's not bad. We are moving a little slower with the sawbar equipped though, which feels really weird. But yeah, this is reasonable damage, especially compared to the feedback loop. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and use the free radical as well. Okay. That's pretty nice. You know, I wonder if it would benefit more from wearing the extra mag size, since it seems to want to build up fire rate the longer we shoot it. Yeah, no, it definitely does. Okay. Hopefully apply some slag. There we go. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good too. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these enemy... Ooh. A shred of fire with an E-Tech barrel kind of goes really well. But yeah, a lot of these are probably going to feel pretty nice because I know the mod author does prefer to be able to just kill raid bosses. So they're going to be a lot more gentle than they are in vanilla, which I totally understand. They are a little bit too tanky at OP10. But yeah, a lot of these are going to just start to feel a little easy, a little squishy almost. I'm kind of okay with it though. We finally got our Terracom, which provides team bullet regen and mag size. And then it also buffs Sentry, Impact, Metal Storm, and Battlefront. You know, just in case you needed like a crap ton more fire rate. It's kind of gross. I want to shoot the complex root. Oh. Okay, so this is a little bit of a closer range gun then. Weird. We'll have to sweet spot this against something then and see what that feels like. Because that's a lot of pellets. I didn't notice that this is a very deep green color. I know that this is unrelated to the gun we're currently testing, but this, I just really like this green. I just wanted to comment on it real quick. That looks so nice. Alright. So, you're just kind of a weird one. Probably not insanely OP. Of course, it would help if we got an actual, like, fire version of it. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything too stupid. Might as well test out the Emperor too. If the boss will come up and we can still have Battlefront. There we go. That's not bad. I mean, it's no free radical, apparently, but it's not bad. Or a feedback loop. That gun. Not the free radical. Alright. Well, if any boss in this mod is going to be a threat, it's going to be Pete. Or, sorry, Beat. So we're going to head over to Beat's arena and then try to fight him for a little bit. Because that's, like, the only real threat in this mod. So, for Beat, we're going to throw that down. Hope that he aggroed it first. He did. And then just bully Beat. A little. I'm really surprised this beam was enough to block that. Yeah, no, he's very hateful still. Definitely not to be trifled with. Oh, this is gonna suck. And more turrets. And shoot enemy. Weirdly, I mean, like, it's obviously easy, but fun. Just because he moves around so much that he's spooky enough. But he's not actually that tough of a fight either. I kind of want to try to just do a legendary engineer on him, and then just let turrets shoot at him and stuff, and see how long that'll take too. Which probably means we'll just hide up here, and just let them do the work, and see how long that takes. Because they seem to be doing alright, even by themselves. Alright, so just off of those 2 nukes alone, already doing pretty good. That's so much DPS from turrets. Wait out the Nova. Yeah, and he's kind of tanking a lot of melees from him too. Okay. So that's like weirdly reasonable. Well, beat is broken. So we're just gonna take advantage of that, I guess? Let's help him along. Swap to Free Radical. Yeah, this was just nice. I've really been liking this mod. It's a really casual meme mod, but it's weirdly nice. It's weirdly chill. Of course, there's not many like character skill tree changes, which is where my brain really likes to scratch, but just being able to play with like 1 or 2 changes on the character has felt really, really good overall so far. We're probably gonna go get that melee equipment now, I guess. Might as well. And then I know someone really wanted me to try to use the World Eater. So we're gonna try to use the World Eater. I know it's a little underleveled now, but it'll probably still perform alright. 80% cooldown, nuke only build incoming. You know, I guess I didn't really test that, but it probably is as stupid as it sounds. You should be able to just throw one out, throw the other one out, full cooldown, and then it's going to take like no time at all for them to cool down from here. It's kind of what I've been crutching on for like the entire video game. Because yeah, you really can just do that, and then problem enemies you can just punch like this. And yeah, it's been a really, really dumb build. It is partially the shield talking, but I may have waited a little bit too long to have tested the World Eater. It was doing great damage on the few enemies that we used it against, though, when it was at level. Because, like, yeah, considering the fact that these are OP10 mobs, and this is a level 70 gun, it's kind of just chewing, regardless. Yeah, no, it's still pretty good. Mini Vora the Killable. That's a fun name. Also, I think, yeah, we should probably go poke Vora with the melee build. I don't know why, just to see him again, I guess. And I will sit here and roll this with the L2 fix until I get something relatively decent. I guess I probably should have gone for Corrode Immune, considering I want to use like this against Vora, but okay, cool. Go ahead and put that on. Drop and equip it to break it. And then we'll just trap them, throw Stocknade at our own feet, and then poke with the poking stick. Stick one there. Stick one there. Make purple. Make poke. Ow. Okay. He kind of doesn't care as much as I was thinking he would. That's kind of impressive. Okay. I mean, it's still really good chunks. It's just not as OP as it has been the entire rest of the run.
Not dead yet.
Kind of trusting turrets here for a little bit.
Another sentry kill.
Okay. He's still rather hateful. And it turns out that the melee was just a really good crutch for the entire rest of the game. And kind of just decent at endgame, I guess? That's terrifying. But cool.
It's killing time. Try here.
Yeah. Okay. So it turns out not as OP. Kind of surprising, but yeah, not as OP as it used to be. Yeah, let's go ahead and test that out against literally just using the fire feedback loop here. I know that this is definitely one of the more insanely OP guns in this mod, but just as a fair comparison of whether you should use melee or this, I feel like this thing is definitely going to win out though.
Chew 'em up.
So stick one there, stick one there, start shooting boss, do not stop shooting boss. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think this is a little bit safer. Maybe a little laggier too, but overall definitely safer. Hold on. I never really checked the torque vendors, so I think I'm gonna do this really quick just to see if there's anything that's interesting in here. Like that. The pocket ICBM instead of the pocket rocket.
Tossing the
What? Hold on.
auto guns chewing 'em up. They're all gonna die.
How much? This deals insanely too much damage, and I'm here for it. Yeah, this consumes 6 ammo per shot. So let's put on that. And to get to shoot it 3 times. That is so dumb. I mean, it's incredible, but man. Okay. Is that a Cobra? No, it's an Orion. Okay. I've just been told to farm a mashing version of it. That's a great idea. Instantly, I like this idea, and it's totally gonna be visual destruction. Alright, we're doing that. Found it. Alright. Well, this is gonna be absolute visual destruction. How much ammo do you consume per shot? Is it all of it? It's all of it. Alright. Gross. Oh, it missed.
I'm ready for more.
There we go.
Now that's amazing.
So if I just... I know that I could do drop swapping, but I'm actually like secretly really bad at keyboard and mouse. But if I just do this,
All right, what do we got here?
we could just kind of...
That. Wow.
Beautiful. This is stupid.
I don't want to die. Want some of this?
I can't see a thing, but it is worth it. Now get a drunk effect? Okay. I know I have one, but why stop there? If we got them so fast. Cool. I don't know if those are ever gonna land. I kind of shot those a little too high. Oh, nope, there they are. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna shoot it somewhere a little more organized so we can just see them all connect at the same time, though. Just like down this street. I think I know what we have to go do now.
Let's get to killing.
Stick turret there. Stick turret there. Get a little drunk.
Hello there, Luke. Hello there, Luke.
I think the mod dev would be proud of this. That is so stupid. That is great. Alright, well that strat is stupid enough that I kind of just want to go do it against Terra as well. Maybe not Pete, since Pete won't really care about it, but at least Terra.
Girlfriend?
Alright, Terra, I'm so sorry. I didn't buy ammo. Alright, let's try this again with ammo.
Hello there, Luke.
It's pretty good. Obviously, it's still not better than just using the free radical, but definitely more entertaining to look at. Beautiful. Just enough ammo, too. It's like it was designed for this. Alright, well, cool. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna do some tomfoolery. We're gonna see if this works. I don't know if the mashing part can stay, or if it's even a thing that Gibbs really can track properly. But we're just gonna try to copy the item and paste it, and then just see if we can have two of them without having to farm a second one. We could just farm a second one, of course. It's only worth 2 Torg crystals, or Torg tokens. But yeah, no, you can just do that. Okay. So that'd be slightly faster since you're not dealing with as much downtime from you picking things up. Okay, that's stupid. Alright. Staring at item card simulator. And we're out of ammo. Alright.
Hello there, Luke. Now that's the base.
we have successfully made visual pollution. But there was that shield I was talking about earlier that adds more pellets. So we need to figure out where or if that can even drop, and then get that and try to use that, because of course I want to use that with this. Shields. Infernal Wish. Okay, it replaces the evolution, so we need to waltz over to Hyperius. I guess if we're relying only on the pellet count, we also don't need to be at OP10 to farm it.
Say hello, darling.
Okay, we're not really getting the evolution to drop. So we're gonna try dropping down to TVHM, where Seraph vendors sell raid boss stuff, and then just buying it from there, maybe. Okay. So it does exist, but it only adds one projectile. I thought I saw somewhere it added 50% more, but it's only +1. And you do take increased fire damage while wearing it. So probably not the most OP thing when you consider the fact that the B shield just gives 75% gun damage compared to adding 1 pellet to a ×7 gun. But we might be able to get use out of this with something. Well, the Godfinger had a really high crit on it, so maybe paired with this, paired with the neutral ranger, try to go back over to Terra and pop him a little bit, see what that does. Because it was doing a lot initially, even without all of this going on. So maybe. Maybe possibly. Alright, let turrets... Oh, this is TVHM still. Ooh, okay, my bad. I got really confused for a second there. Let's try that again. Alright. So... Whip. Yeah, it's just doing a little more damage now. That's for sure. Probably really, really nice on a 0, though. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll go ahead and do it, honestly. We've tested a lot of stuff. There's still obviously going to be more stuff, but that's just room for future playthroughs, room for other people to test stuff out by themselves. I am glad that we actually went and checked the Torgue vendor, because this thing is so stupid. The little funny little nuke gun that we got going on here, super duper nice. This has been a fun mod. The melee obviously was OP for most of progression, and then not as OP for OP10 raid bossing, which, thank goodness, it was kind of not balanced, but balanced. It just felt really good. So yeah, that'll do it for this mod. It's been fun. Day 8.